that we've ever offered. And I'll be the first one to say, you can get a plastic sprinkler for 20 bucks. But it's not any different than the same sprinkler that my dad was using back in the 70s to water the front yard. This is different. It's actually water management, and it comes to us from Aqua Joe. You might have heard the term Sun Joe for some of our power equipment, maybe Snow Joe for our snow removal equipment. Aqua Joe is water management from the same guy, Joe Cohen. Joe started his business when he was 17 years old. He's been a designer, an inventor. His background is engineering, but this kid was an engineer when he was a toddler. He was the guy that at age 5 would take things apart and rebuild them. This unit is all done in powder-coated steel and ABS plastic. It's the only sprinkler that I know of that has a 3-year warranty on it. It has 3 big pegs at the bottom that are spikes. Because the whole idea is you want to pop that into the ground so that it stays stationary. And you're elevating your watering. So, this end right here, that's a standard fixture for a regular garden hose. Ball bearings, by the way, are built into this, so it's easy to twist and easy to remove. That little touch by itself, I thought was really impressive, and I can actually show you that. Just bear with me, I gotta turn this thing upside down. But can you see the little ball bearings in there? That makes it so much simpler, and you're not fussing with it, you're not fighting it. Now, because I can raise and lower this, I now have the ability with this sprinkler, okay, to be able to direct that water in a spray that can go anywhere from 31 feet to 45 feet, and I can water up to 4,500 square feet at a time. It's not complicated. It looks it when you first see it up here on the top, but it's really not. I have 2 little levers right here and here that control just how far this thing will sweep. Because here's the rule. I can water my driveway all day long. It's not going to grow any bigger. Now we pay for water. So I don't want you to waste any of it. Take a look at this videotape and I'll show you there are then 5 very, really unique settings for this on how you can adjust the spray. One of them is a flat, you've got a fan, you've got a large, the mini, and then a really innovative misting feature that if you've got brand new plants or brand new grass seed, you're not going to overwater and blow that seed out. Or that mist function, I got to tell you, it's got to be kind of nice when it's 100 degrees in the middle of July, just to be able to run through and enjoy. So this will rotate and give me a 360-degree circle if I wish it to, or I can control that so it's only spraying where I want it to go. The fact that I can also adjust the elevation on it is something that we couldn't do with a regular sprinkler at all. The other thing that I thought was really kind of interesting, when you start getting into water management, as a farmer, irrigation is important to me. The flow rate on this has a flow rate that maxes out at 9.3 gallons per minute. That's 3 times as much as a regular conventional sprinkler with the design that it stops and starts and stops and starts. A regular rainbow sprinkler is less than half of that. So now you can control how far you want it to go, how high in the air you want it to shoot, and the whole idea is to just make your watering simpler. It's a really innovative piece of equipment. You also get this, it's part of the Aqua Joe family. You're going to take your standard garden hose and put it here. You're going to plug this in, and now I've got an on-off switch at the sprinkler instead of at the faucet. Why is that important? Okay, every last one of us have done this before. Every one of us, right? Where you take a sprinkler, I'm gonna undo that, and you have to run all the way back to the faucet itself to be able to turn it off. Now you've got an on-off on the sprinkler. So why wouldn't you use that? Anyone who's ever had a sprinkler has picked it up while it's still running and tried to hold it while you move it. You don't have to do that. You can also put that on-off up at the top. Makes it even simpler. Look at that. How cool is that? That's how you determine how large of a spray area. And I will say this, when you first look at it, it might look a little confusing. Once you turn the water on and play around with this once, you'll have it down. And you'll be able to water exactly what you want, where you want it. Pretty simple, pretty good. I think we all have to be a little bit more conscious of water conservation. That mist is great when you've got delicate flowers. You can set it up, just like you're seeing on the videotape, where now you've got complete control over where that water is going and where you don't want it to go. So I don't want to waste it by spraying water onto the deck. I don't want to spray it on the sidewalk. I want to be able to get it just where I planted new grass seed. I just planted grass seed 2 days ago. Yesterday was the perfect day rain-wise for us too. Built out of ABS plastic, powder-coated steel, and built to last a lifetime with a $43.92 price tag. It's a little more expensive than some of the other sprinklers that we've had on the air, but I think it's something that you'll use for summers and summers and summers, and I think you'll be happier with it as well. It is basically a smaller, compacted version of what those of us in agriculture use for irrigation. The tripod sprinkler with the misting feature, we've got it on Easy Pay as well. Every single thing that we've got right now here at QVC in our lawn and garden division has 5 or more Easy Pays. Take advantage of that. Coming up a little bit later on, I get to show you something called Dynatrap. And Dynatrap is the way of getting rid of mosquitoes and 5 other flying nuisances